It's another beautiful day, and our heroes Ash, Brock, and Misty are... Huh? Oh, okay. Our, villains, Dr. Crafty and Nurse Worse, have set out on their own Pokemon adventure. What devious twists could happen in this exciting episode of Dr. Crafty?
Isn't this wonderful, Doctor? It's so nice to be out of that dreary lab for a change. Wouldn't you agree? Doctor?
Not the Beedrills! Not the Beedrills! They're in my eyes! My eyes!
Ugh, really, Doctor? You're wearing goggles!
Stop mocking me and start helping me!
Ah, fine.
Ha! Defeated is the monster!
Thank you, Nurse. I appreciate your help so greatly.
Whose bright idea was it to go gallivanting off into the woods anyway?
Well, you're the one who wanted to find monsters for inspiration. Besides, some time out of the lab will do some good for you.
That reminds me, who's watching the lab anyway?
Oh, I'm sure the lab will be fine. Come along! There's Pokemon to find!
Nothing like the great outdoors.
Doctor, look! Tall grass!
What about it?
Pokemon can be found in tall grass. I think we should tread cautiously.
Like hell! I came out here to find some poxy Pokemon, and I'm bloody well going to... Don't panic. If we just stay perfectly still, maybe it won't see us. See, now this is why they always tell you never to work with animals. So instead of drawing Pokemon, I'm going to be doing something a little different with these pestilent beasts. I'm going to turn them into people.
Ooh! This gives me a chance to talk about anthropomorphism! Pokemon designs are actually one of the most common inspirations for these types of characters. You can find literally thousands of creative ideas for Kijinkas by hundreds of talented artists all over the internet. Oh! I should probably add, Kijinka is the commonly used term for anthropomorphic characters.
Hey, I've told you about using weeb terminology on the show.
Oh yes, how could I forget? Tell me, Doctor, how many times would you like to say anthropomorphic character in this episode?
Kijinka it is. Anyway, seems our first victim is the Arrowquill Pokemon, Decidueye, the newest grass starter Pokemon at the time of this video. Let's see what we can make out of this monster.
Here's a vital pointer for starting out on designing your characters. It's important to understand that in order to create a strong character design, the character should have a strong silhouette. In the case of designing Kijinkas, taking the object or animal, or Pokemon in this example, and blacking out the form allows you to clearly see the most standout details of the character's shape. With Decidueye here, you can see that its most striking feature is its extensive wingspan, the feather on top its head, and the cape-like flow of the right wing. With that knowledge, we now know some key starting points for our Decidueye design. So if you're not sure what the most important visual aspect of your characters might be, try looking at their silhouette and find out.
Here's an interesting tidbit. I actually chose Decidueye's first form, Rowlet, as my starter in my playthrough of Sun and Moon. I called him Robin Hood.
It's interesting you bring that up. Decidueye's design origins stem from the folk legend of Robin Hood. The influence can be clearly seen in the green hood Decidueye has, as well as its main method of attacking, arrows.
Oh, I think you'll find that the Robin Hood influences go much further than that.
Kitsunehawk? From the YouTube series Character Development?
What are you doing here?
Oh, well, I was just out here shiny hunting when I overheard someone talking about historically influential folklore, and, well, I couldn't resist. No, seriously, it's a problem. Please help me.
So, pray tell, what exactly are Robin Hood's other influences? fixes here.
Well, in order to understand where the highly debated existence of Robin Hood comes from, it's important to first get a sense of the political climate of England during the High Middle Ages, the supposed time of his existence. You see, in the 12th century, King John... No, not that one. There we go, that's more like it. Now then, King John I of England was a notoriously oppressive king. His iron-fisted rule, chiefly defined by heavy taxation, not only led to him being forced to sign the Magna Carta, which decreed that a king was not above the law, but it was that tyranny which spurred the growth of mercenaries and thieves like Robin Hood, the green-hooded mystery man of Sherwood Forest. Now, about that characteristic green hood. The image of a medieval bowman with a hood is merely a reflection of common medieval fashion, as hoods, cowls, and capes were all popular among peasant men in the 12th and 13th centuries. Though it's also more so an assassin or a hunter thing, as a green or brown hood would blend in with the forest and obscure their face, and such mercenaries dressed, as one would expect, in commoners' clothing. By contrast, professional soldiers who served as bowmen were decorated with metal helmets and chainmail armor instead of cloth hoods and capes.
So that's why Decidueye's wings resemble a cape.
Most likely so. But where things get really interesting is with Decidueye's ghost typing.
Yeah, it seemed weird for it to suddenly become a ghost type out of nowhere. I mean, look at virtually any other ghost Pokemon.
While it is true that Decidueye's visual appearance and color don't match those of the typical ghost Pokemon, there are actually 3 elements that support the design decision: the biology of owls in flight, the very owl that Decidueye is based on, and the Green Man. No, not that one!
Oh, I get it! Owls possess specially lined feathers that allow them to fly completely silently through the air, and being mostly nocturnal birds, it could easily be interpreted that they fly much like how ghosts are portrayed floating or flying.
A brilliant deduction, Nurse. Then there's the fact of Decidueye's design also being based on the stilt owl, a now extinct species of owl that, when it was still alive, was endemic to Hawaii, which is also the part of the world that Decidueye's home region of Alola is based on. The fact that the bird it's based on is no longer among the living is easy to translate over to its ghost typing.
Okay, so what about this Green Man then?
A common legend attached to the Robin Hood mythos describes him as being a representation of the Green Man, a spirit of the woods and likely nature god who would carry out the actions and deeds that the common human could not. As the Celts of the British Isle described the Green Man, his head was made of verdant foliage, almost like a green hood. It was this possible connection which helped transform the name of Robin Hood into a title, likely assumed by a number of nameless, faceless persons who each took up the mantle of protecting the people, like the Green Man would. As we said before, Decidueye is a ghost Pokemon, and the previous description interprets Robin Hood as something beyond living form. A spirit. No, not that kind of spirit! I mean, okay, that is a spirit of Robin Hood, but... That's it! Where's the editor of this episode? When I get my hands on him, I oughta...
Wait, what?
Should we do something about that?
Why? It looks fun. And there we have it. I guess you could say this is a good starter to this batch of episodes.
I agree! She's definitely quite a catch, huh? Congratulations, Doctor! You caught your first Pokemon!
I did! Come on out, Robin Hood!
I'll call the Pokemon Center.
Well, it looks like our villain's first adventure is ruffling some feathers. Little do they know that things are about to heat up as they continue on their Pokemon journey.
Thanks for joining us on our Pokemon journey, everyone! You can view this week's artwork in the description below.
And if you keep looking, you'll also find out how to become a supporter of the show's growth on Patreon. Get special rewards like concoction discounts, early artwork access, and even a Crafty fan chat server through Discord. So become a subject today and make the show even better.
A girl's gotta pay her electric bills. The doctor won't let me have a Pikachu. Peekaboo-hoo.
Who's that Pokemon?
It's Pikachu!